So as we know, Call of Duty is reaching its time in which they release or announce a new title for the year. And obviously with the current situation and stuff, we don't know what's going to be happening with that title. But in this video, I'm going to be discussing sort of a conversation between Jason Schreier, who is a Kotaku reporter and an insider for the gaming industry, and basically just seeing what he has to say when he's been replying to questions from the general public about this year's game. So anyway guys, let's get into this. So the first tweet within this conversation with him is basically saying, would you happen to know any information about this year's Call of Duty title? It's leaked to be Black Ops Reboot, but I'm just curious as to what you've heard. Now, obviously there has been a lot of rumours going around saying, oh, this is going to be a reboot Black Ops, or it's going to be Black Ops 5, or something to do with the Black Ops sort of like universe. No one's obviously sure, but people are saying that, and to be fair, he's basically said that he doesn't think it's a reboot. Now, he's obviously a Kotaku reporter who's quite good with linking gaming news and stuff like that, but we have to wait and see, just to see if it is a reboot. It could be a Black Ops 1 remaster. It could be anything, to be honest. It could be a completely different game, like Modern Warfare, but bringing back some OG characters. We'll just have to wait and see if Activision say anything else. So this next tweet is basically someone asking about it being part of the Black Ops series, like I've just mentioned. So he says, do you think or know if it's still going to be part of the Black Ops series then? He replies, I'm not a COD person, so I don't know anything about all the shenanigans or what's really meant to be a Black Ops game. But one title I've heard thrown around a couple of times is COD Vietnam. As far as I know, it's part of the Black Ops series though, not sure. Now obviously, this is quite interesting. Obviously, COD Vietnam has been around since, I would probably say, Black Ops 4, that sort of time. I would assume it would have been, because I think COD Vietnam was actually a leaked name for quite a few years, and then it turned out to be something completely different, which is quite interesting. Obviously, he says he's got no knowledge, but obviously he's just a sort of insider. He doesn't know anything about the game itself, how it's done, and sort of what actually makes it a Black Ops game. So I can see where he's coming from that point, but obviously again there's no solid evidence as to what this game is actually going to be about, but until Activision release it. But this is the closest thing I think we're getting, and I think it could be some sort of Vietnam based thing. So obviously Black Ops is sort of revolved around the Cold War era, especially Black Ops 1, so maybe it is some sort of reboot on top of Black Ops 1, or something carrying on from it, maybe that sort of same time, maybe around Reznov or something like that, which could be quite interesting. So the final tweet I've got to share with you guys is basically discussing the sort of release date and basically asking Jason Schreier when we will see a sort of release. If it's this year, if it's next year, we're going to miss out this year, we never know. So it says, you mentioned the fact Call of Duty has been released annually since 2005, with Treyarch have shortened development cycles because of Sledgehammer and Raven issues in the past. Do you think it's possible we get a new release this year? And he says, right now it's still planned for fall, which I believe is later on in the year. And what nobody knows what's to happen in the coming months. So obviously, as we know, as the current situation, I'm sure it's quite hard for game developers to actually sort of get everything out on time. They haven't said anything yet as of what will happen if anything like this does occur, but we're not too sure. We could see the game this year. We could see it early next year. This could mean it could push back development for other games. If not, then fair enough, but you never know. It could even mean we get 2 games in 1 year, which would be quite interesting, but I doubt would happen. So anyway, guys, this is it for this part of the thing. I did hope you did enjoy. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share our videos, all that great stuff to stay tuned on our amazing content every week. So anyway, guys, I did hope you did enjoy, and peace.